Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. You know, I almost didn't get this video uploaded today because I'm working really hard on the new version of the Trade Manager. So I'm really excited about it and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But I wanted to show you something that we've talked about before on this channel. It is a secret color pattern that if you follow it, it makes trading very straightforward and very simple. When you're trading with pocket option, if you are a beginner and you find it difficult when you see these strategies with all these lines and graphs and all these moving averages across the charts and all these indicators, well, even for myself, it can become very confusing. When to enter the trade and, how do I really find the signal? It's confusing. Should I enter now? It's so overwhelming. And so I wanted to present to you today a very straightforward strategy. All you have to do is think about and look at the colors of the candle. There are no indicators whatsoever. So let me bring this over to you guys. It's called the 666. Okay. Now we have some members using this. I've talked about it before on my channel. I wanted to bring it to you again. What you're looking for are 3 candles of the same color, either red or green. So in this example right here, we have 3 red candles in a row. And so over here, I have another screenshot for you guys. Here's the green candle example. So we have a red candle over here, but right after that red candle, we have a green candle that appears. So in this case, this would be candle number 1. And then we have candle number 2, which is another green candle. And then we have green candle number 3. So we have 3 green candles in a row after a red candle. Now in this example, we have a green candle. We have a red candle that forms after that, and then 2 other red candles form, making it 3 red candles. Now we call this the 666, right? So we need 3 candles, that's the triple, same color. And then also we have a 6 color pattern that we must follow. So you can see we have 2 green arrows, we have 2 red arrows, and then we have another 2 green arrows. So we have 6 arrows in total, and we also have the 3 candles of the same color. And we call this the 666 strategy. So let's start with 3 red candles, just like you see on the screenshot right here. So what happens if that occurs, right? And this happens all of the time. Now, if you see 3, so you've got 1, 2, 3 red candles, you wait until the 3rd candle closes. Okay. And as soon as it closes, you're going to enter a buy. Okay. Now, if you lose that trade, okay, if you lose that, you're going to take another buy as soon as the next candle appears. Okay, so you're taking a buy on the 4th candle right when it appears. If that's a loss, you enter another buy on the 5th candle. Now, if that's a loss, you enter a sell on the 6th candle. And then a sell, if that's a loss, on the 7th candle. And then so if the 7th candle is a loss, you take a buy when the 7th candle closes. And now we have the 8th candle. And if the 8th candle is a loss, you're going to take another buy on the 9th candle. So you have 6 tries here, guys. Now, using the Trade Manager, it doesn't mean like 6 tries are going to blow your account. That's not what that means. Most times, you're going to be able to come out and profit and win the trade within these 6 arrows, okay? Within the 6 cycle here that we have here. Now, if you find yourself losing every single one, all 6, I'm going to show you a way how you can still come out in profit, okay? But for now, this is the pattern that you follow. It's exactly the same if you have 3 green candles, except it's in the other direction. So if you have a red candle, a green candle appears, another green candle, and then you have the third green candle that appears. As soon as green candle number 3 closes, you are going to enter a sell. Okay? And so now you have candle number 4, right? If that loses, you go to the next one. And so the pattern for that is also a sell. If that loses, you go into a buy, and then so on. Okay? You just continue this pattern. And it generally gives you a pretty high win rate if you do this. So now I'd love to keep these on the screen or up here, but what I'm going to do, and I'll show these periodically throughout the video just to remind you guys and to give you the pattern. Now, this is using a 1 minute time frame. 1 minute with a 1 minute expiry. Okay? No indicators. I'll be using OTC for this example. You can use live markets if you want to, because we have an expiry with 1 minute or more. So you can use live Forex if you want to. Okay, it's totally up to you. But you can see my settings over here, very basic, just regular candles, 1 minute. And over here with the expiry, I have this set to 1 minute as well. Now, let's jump into the money management. The money management, this is where you guys are going to have your edge in the market. It's not so much the strategy, guys. It's about managing that money, okay? And we do that using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. This is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have losses. If you find yourself in a situation where you're going down this rabbit hole with loss after loss, and you're trying to figure out how can I recoup my losses, make up for those losses, come out in profit, maybe not even in profit, but maybe just break even. Wouldn't it be nice to just get out of a trading session at break even? And so maybe the next session you can come out in profit. Well, that's what this trade manager will allow you to do. This is available to all of the private members inside of our Telegram group. I also have a membership website where we have a lot of different trading tools and spreadsheets that you can use. And the results from these tools are just astronomical. I'll share those with you a little bit later. But right now, I'm going to have laser targeted focus on exactly how we set the trade manager and the risk management and money management, so we can make sure that we come out in profit, so we're making the most money as possible, but also doing this in a very conservative way so we can protect our capital. And that's primarily the only job that you have as a trader. Protect your capital at all times. Be wise, don't overtrade. If you enter a trade amount into Pocket Option, please make sure that you have some type of structure that you're following and you're just not making up numbers in your head, because that can lead to confusion and that can also continue to lead to more losses, and we definitely don't want that to happen. So now what I'm going to do, first thing, is to look inside a Pocket Option. What's my balance? My balance right now is 525. So I'll go over to the trading manager, make sure that the initial capital right here says 525. Okay, so it's exactly matched the same as Pocket Option. Then I will enter and adjust my settings right here. Now, a lot of this I'm not going to go into on this video because I have a complete course and other videos inside of the members area that will teach you how every single feature and what everything means, all these other little things I have over here. But for right now, once you get your hand on the trade manager, this is not Martingale, guys. If it was Martingale, I wouldn't need to use the trade manager. I could just show you on a notepad, if you have 5 losses in a row, how you can blow your account. That's not what we're doing today. This is something different. This is an algorithm that has been designed so you can have multiple consecutive losses beyond whatever Martingale is going to provide to you. So let's go over here. Trade amount is $1. That's great. But we are going to mark the first 6 trades as losses before we start trading, which is a little bit interesting and a little bit different than what we're used to, because usually we mark it as a win or a loss after each trade that we do. But in this case, we're going to just mark everything as a loss. Now, if we do have 6 losses in a row, and that could happen, well, what will we do if that does happen? Well, we'll go into that. If that happens on this video, great. I'll walk you through step by step on how to get out of that. So even if you're not having a huge profit at the end of the session, at least we can come close to breaking even as much as possible. It's a lot better than having like half of your account gone. Much better to be closer to break even. So, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to enter into Pocket Option what these trade amounts say right here. So here's the, we got these trade slots is what I call them. Slot number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And so we must prepare ourselves. Every time we enter a trade, we must prepare the next trade if it's a loss. So yes, even if we don't have that loss yet, we need to prepare for that. We can't just approach it and go, oh yeah, we're going to win every trade, so yeah, that's all good. And no, that's not the reality. Come on. So we have to prepare ourselves. First trade is going to be $1. That's printed to us right here. With the trade manager, it gives you the trades, or it gives you those trade amounts, so we don't even have to think about it. Look at this. So I've got $1 already entered in here. We're trading with OTC. So I must make sure that these are all paying out around 90 or 92%, which they are. If anything drops below 90%, I might think about removing it and adding another one. Here's one right here, 59%, right? That's not a good return on our investment. So I will go ahead and remove that. And now all we do, the first step, after you enter in the first trade amount into Pocket Option, you look for a setup. Okay, and you follow the pattern. So let's just say, let's look for 3 red candles. Okay, and I don't really have anywhere I can put these screenshots. Maybe I'll just put them down here really, really small so you guys go, oh, okay, it goes really small. Cool. That's cute. I didn't know these little windows here actually go down that small. So we can just keep it down here so you guys can see this. And yeah. Look at that. I'm such a perfectionist, Perfection is the kiss of death, right? Especially when it comes to trading too. So, all right. Now, what we're going to do inside of Pocket Option, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcuts on the keyboard, and I'm going to quickly browse through the different charts. By the way, guys, thank you so much for all the encouragement of trying to quit caffeine, and that's what I've been doing. For those of you that don't know, it's not a big deal, but lately, oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3 green candles. So when this closes, look, it just closed. Here's a new one. So what will we do? Well, let's look down here. 1, 2, 3 green candles. What do? We take a sell. That's the pattern. Now, I didn't actually go into that sell, but I'm just showing you that's what we do. So that's kind of cool. We got these little references down here that you guys can look at while we do our trading. So let's find a pattern. We're waiting for 3 green or 3 red. Really simple, guys. Okay, let's look at this. Do we have 3 red? Yes, we do. We've got 15 seconds left. This must hold red. The pattern formation must be 3 red in a row. If this closes red, I will enter a buy. Here we go. Boom. Just like that. And then I'll turn up the volume a little bit so I can hear what's going on here. Now, guys, this is 1 minute. This is a whole 1 minute. Sometimes those 5-second strategies, although I have one of my most favorite strategies is the fast 5. A lot of you guys know that. And if you don't know how to use, or if you don't know anything about the fast 5 strategy, it's also on my YouTube channel. It's also in the members area where I go into great detail on how that works. But a lot of the videos I create, I may create one tomorrow about the fast 5, but primarily that's the one that I use. Now, guys, we've got 16 seconds left. We must prepare the next trade. Trade slot number 2, 190. Let's go ahead over here. 190. If we lose this, I must enter another buy. Okay, we lost. I'm entering another buy. Did you see that? I did it really quick. So we lost this one. So now we have we had the 3 red candles, 1, 2, and 3, kind of going down here off the screen here. 1, 2, 3. I entered right when the 4th candle appeared. I entered a buy. And then that closed in a loss. I entered another buy. Okay. Now looking over here at the 666, if this is also a loss, we enter a sell. So let's prepare for that. Over here, the next trade slot, 357. Great. And let's just go ahead and wait. We got, we got 8 seconds to go. And I'll enter a sell. There's my sell position right there. Let's go back over to the trade manager. The next one is 662. There we go. And I'll just go ahead and wait this out. And the next trade, if this results in a loss, then the next trade is also a sell. If you look over here at the little screenshot, you can see that the next one is going to be a sell. We've got a red arrow right there. So we have about 29 seconds to go. Yeah, this is like my 4th day with no caffeine. So I'm doing pretty good, guys. That's, on a personal thing, that's what's going on in my life. I was having lots of stress and anxiety. I still have some stress, but I was having like panic attacks and stuff like that. So I had to do something. I had to give up the coffee. And for those of you that love coffee, great. I'm so happy for you. That's really, really good stuff. Okay, so let's do another sell. Wow, so we've had 3 losses in a row already. And we're entering another sell there. So let's prepare the next one. 1209. And I'm actually glad this is happening so you guys get to see what happens if we have these losses. 1209. If this is a loss, if it is. So yeah, life happens, right? You got to do things, whatever. You got to take care of yourself, right? Nobody else is going to do it for you. I haven't had any sugar for like 4 days as well. I used to put a lot of sugar, or they used to have sugar in those lattes and stuff. Guys, I'm telling you, I was addicted to lattes. Like the caramel lattes and all that stuff. Dude, I was like hardcore addicted. Okay. It was a win. It was kind of covered up here with our screenshots, but it was a win. And awesome. So what do we do if we have a win, right? Well, some of you are used to, you come in here, you mark these, what was that, 1209? We didn't actually trade with 1209, but 662, this was a win. Okay, so I can mark this as a win here and then continue to trade. But I'm going to go ahead and just keep it at an L. We're not entirely in profit. We're really close to where we were at 525. We're at 524.62. Not quite break even, but just a little bit. And that's a lot better than having like this huge loss, right? Losing like a quarter of your account because you've had like 3 or 4 losses. And that's no fun. And then you try to trade again And then that trade, even if you win it, it's not enough to make up for those 3 or 4 losses that you just had. That's why the trade manager comes in handy. It takes out all of the guesswork for you. So now what we can do is just start over. When you have a win, you look for the next signal. You no longer continue the pattern. With these arrows, you no longer continue that. So you've already won, I've won, and now we look for another setup, another signal with the 3 color pattern. That's it, guys. Really, really straightforward. And what I'll do is probably take this down. I can, let's go back to $1. I'll just put this back to $1 because that's pretty much where we are here. I could change my initial capital. I'm going to keep that at $5.25, even though it's not exactly $5.25. But I'll just keep it at $1. And let's see how the results are for the next few sessions. I'm going to use Shift and Tab on the keyboard to browse through the different pairs that I have, the different Forex pairs that I have opened inside a Pocket Option. I've favorited these. If you guys want to turn that on, come over here to the hotkeys and you can activate that by clicking on this button right here. Also, yesterday I was taking trades with solely just the keyboard alone. I wasn't even touching the mouse. I wasn't touching the trackpad. I was just using the Shift and W and S keys on the keyboard to exit, or not to exit, but to enter sells and enter buys inside a Pocket Option. So that was kind of cool. I found myself, I was able to enter trades more faster than just having to, making sure that my mouse pointer is hovering directly over these 2 buttons over here. It's just much easier just to have your fingers over those 2 keys on the keyboard. And so for those of you that maybe you wanted to know, maybe you didn't, but that's another way how you can enter buys and sells inside a Pocket Option. So let's browse the charts here and look for another one, guys. Doing really good. Okay, so this looks pretty good here, although the first candle, the first green, or this is the first one technically, and this is already played out. So we have a green, it's already, we've already on the 4th green candle here. So if I see that, I will go ahead and just skip it and move on to another one or change the chart. So I have plenty of charts up here to choose from. Okay, take a look at this. So we've had this indecisive green candle, but we do have 3 red candles right here. This is about to close, and so I will enter a buy. Now I entered that buy with a 74% payout. I did not see that before I entered, and that's okay because, really this video is all about kind of like a tutorial to explain to you. I'm not trying to get get super, super rich on this video. I just want to explain to you this strategy and how it works. So we've entered that. We have 1 minute to go, or actually about 37 seconds. So I will prepare myself for the next trade. Now this is going to be 190. Remember, trade slot number 2. We just entered trade slot number 1. So 190. Great. And I don't really want to enter on this chart. So it looks like it's going to be a loss. And it kind of sucks because I'm at 70% payout, but screw it. Let's go ahead and just enter anyway because I want to continue the pattern here. Okay, so that was a loss. We went ahead and entered again. Let's get the next trade amount, which is 357. Perfect. And we'll just wait. So yeah, look at that. Lots of red candles. It just keeps going down. And that's going to happen, guys. That's going to happen. That's why we don't keep selling and selling and selling, right? Or we don't keep buying and buying and buying, and the market just keeps going against us. That's why we have that up, up, down, down, up, up type pattern. All right, so here we go, 357. Awesome. So I will be doing a sell at this point once we close in about 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Here we go. Boom. Taking a sell. Just like that. I knew that one was going to be a loss, and I can already see that. So a little bit laggy. Some users have said that Pocket Option, sometimes the entries are a little bit laggy. I don't think Pocket Option's trying to mess around and pull your leg and or anything like that. Guys, when the market opens, when the New York Stock Exchange, when it opens and it's there at 9:30 for me, pocket options super laggy. It really is, guys. So it's the same way for me too. So 357, let's go to the next trade slot. That's going to be 662. Great. So in this next trade, if we lose this, I'm going in for a sell. Okay. And I was going to show you the pattern, but it looks like we're nearly there. And we're going to lose this one. So I will go in for another sell. Did that work? Wow, I almost clicked it twice. That is a huge delay. So pocket option might be undergoing some server, maybe there's so many users trading on this platform. And if that's the case, I'm sure they're going to be working on it. But yes, we did have some users inside of the private VIP group that were experiencing some delays with the trades. At this point, it might be something where you might just want to take a step back and take a break and come back to it later. What I'm going to do here is we're at 1209. So let's go ahead and enter that in. Great. And now I've got 12 seconds to go, but I'll show you this real quick, guys. Look on the pattern here, right? Up, up, down, down. And so we need to buy on this next close. And hopefully there's no delay. Oh, wait. Oh, it was, we won that. So I entered another trade even though we won. So that's pretty crazy. Well, it's okay. The candle was indecisive, so it looked like it was going to be a loss, but we actually won that. And this can be very random, guys, at times. So, but that's okay. Really want to just come in here and share with you guys exactly how the strategy works. And that's really the whole point of this video. I think that if you're looking for someone or you're waiting for me to come out and profit on every single video, I may not do that. I may not have like a profit or win every trade. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I share my losses with you guys all the time. It doesn't mean that I don't know how to recover my account. I absolutely know how to do that with the trade manager. So we won another one, great. So that's essentially how it works, guys. I don't want to make this a huge long video. I got to go back to working on the new version of the trade manager. Now I have other videos on my channel that use the trade manager in a more traditional way, okay, where you guys can have multiple consecutive losses, and now for the first time in binary options, we have a stop loss. So we've never had a stop loss before. I've never seen it. And by high request, I've added it to the trade manager. So here it is. You can set if you want your stop loss at whatever percentage that you want. That's entirely up to you. You can enter that amount right in here, right over here. We have this red alerts. This is all going to look a little bit different on the next version of the trade manager. So, and I wanted to address something. Some of you had the question, if I join the private group, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment, if I join the private group, the Wealth Warriors Alliance, and the new version of the trade manager comes out, will I have to purchase again? Is the update free? And to answer that question, yes. All the updates and all the upgrades are free. As soon as you get inside the group, then you have access to everything for life. Okay, this is a one-time fee. And while I'm at it, this is a one-time, very affordable fee. That this is not a monthly subscription, guys. Okay, a lot of you guys ask, is it a subscription? No, it's not a subscription. And a lot of our members make the money back in their first day, in their first few days, or in the first week. It depends on your budget. If you're just working with $100 or $200. But a lot of our members make back the fee to get into the Wealth Warriors Alliance, which is kind of cool because you only have to pay for it once and you get lifetime updates and upgrades, which is really, really cool. So not only do you get access to the trade manager and all of the cool tools and everything like that, but you also have exclusive video training with strategies that a lot of these strategies I do not have on my YouTube channel. We keep these secretive, kind of like cheat codes and stuff like that. They're all inside of the videos and the video section. We also have member submissions. So if you guys want to see other members and what they're doing and their results, they don't have YouTube channels. They come up with their own strategies. We have some members earning anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day doing these strategies. They actually share with you, and they have recorded themselves in Pocket Option, and they have submitted those videos inside of the private members area. If you're already a member and you do not see those or do not have access to that, please reach out to me. Send me a message on Telegram, and I'll make sure that you know exactly where to find these videos. And we do plan on adding more and more and more. But we've got over 1,200 active users. It says 1,100, but we have over 1,200, on our way to 1,300 active members at the moment. We like to have a positive environment, and we have a small staff that's there to answer your questions and to help you out with any member support that happens. We have a lot of traders from all walks of life, traders that have done Forex, futures, stocks. They've done everything. And a lot of them have found that they have not been profitable until now, until they've really dialed in and they started to use the trade manager. They really focused on their money management, which is, I'm always talking about how this is really your edge in the market, is having some type of structure to follow so you guys don't overtrade and you don't find yourself in this rabbit hole of losses, not knowing how to climb out of that hole and to break even. All that stuff is discussed and shared and talked about inside of the group. But you can see we've got plenty of testimonials and screenshots of members withdrawing funds from Pocket Option, which is something that's a very simple thing to do. People are wondering if can you actually withdraw from Pocket Option? Guys, we withdraw from Pocket Option almost every day. We have members withdrawing all the time. So this is not like a taboo thing. If Pocket Option didn't allow you to withdraw, there would be no Pocket Option, right? The word would get around very, very quickly and the platform would be gone. But with Pocket Option, the platform keeps improving itself. They keep working on it, coming out with new tools and new innovation and new features all of the time. Okay, I really strongly think that they're in this for the long run. They've had their platform out on the internet for a long, long time now, and I don't think they're going anywhere. So the affiliate program has been very successful for them, and they have all these events coming up in different countries. Guys, it's a great time to trade right now. It's a great time to trade with binary options. It's a great time to be here. And so we've got plenty of screenshots. We have members that have compounded their accounts over several weeks, over several months. All of the screenshots are here. But guys, at the end of the day, trading is risky. It's very risky. I would say that most people lose money with trading. Most people lose money. This is not for everyone. Yes, you can trade anywhere in the world, unlimited income potential, yada, 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 right? If you're in the right place at the right time, great. If you're with the right group, you have the right information and you have the right tools, it can happen, but most people lose money. It's a very, very risky type thing to get into. So it's not for everybody. So there's no obligation. You guys can go over and look at the website. I'll leave a link for you down below in the comments. Now, you can click there. You can go to the website. You can just look at it. You don't have to join. Think about this, guys. This is a big commitment. Okay? It's a big decision. So you really have to devote time to this and educate yourself. You have to practice the different strategies and everything. And we have a lot of members inside of the group that will encourage you to do that so you guys can stay on track, because we want everyone to succeed. We're out there for you. We're always trying to encourage our members. If something's going on, if you have some wins, you've got, you just made a bunch of money or whatever, let us know in the group. And we're just so excited to see that. And so we really, really want you guys to win at this game. Okay. So try out that strategy. again, here's the pattern. All right, anyone, if it's a row of green or a row of red, 3 of the same color, you can follow this simple pattern. It's called the 666 strategy. Hope you guys like it, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care.